When you're not feeling great and your kitty, well, your kitty just knows. I have a kitty on my belly. She's taking a nap under the blankie. That's my sweetheart. I'm in love with this cat.
People who aren't blocked either, because she's trying to literally control the flow of factual information to her, and that's why uplines all the time
I am now, this is actually a different day. I am at my brother and sister's house, just crashing here while I wait for my daughter to finish her treatment. Then I'll go get her, and her and I need to stop and pick up, I don't know, a little bit of groceries. Anyway, she's doing so well. It's wonderful, and it helps so much that she's doing so well while I am not. Yeah, so that, it's not the whole storm, every possible storm at the same time, which is really nice. Knock on wood, right? Don't want to jinx it, but I did just find out, got the phone call, and my CT scan will be this week. I'm so glad we're getting it done this week. I just was like, let's get it over with, let's whatever. And I've worked it out so that I can still get all the kids where they need to go. So that's good. Trying to, I'm sure some of you have had experience with this, but trying to figure out your own health stuff and procedures and appointments and all of that when you have kids that need to get here and to there and everywhere else. Yeah, it's tricky. But at the same time, I remind myself, oh my God, Julie, you work from home, you do YouTube, you have a husband that works full time and, provides for the family, and you are so incredibly lucky. And I'm so lucky. I won the lottery when it comes to that. If I have to have, health problems and whatever, how lucky am I to have these circumstances that I'm not worrying about a full-time job that puts food on the table and all of that I'm going to be missing in order to get these things taken care of. When I'm in the depths of the pain and the, just miserable, it's really hard to remind myself just how lucky I am. Yeah, because you get into that place, and I know we've all been there and know what that's like, but right now, as I'm just laying here, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I am so fucking lucky. So fortunate that, yeah, all of this, God, it sucks so bad. And some of it's pretty damn scary. And the pain sometimes, holy fuck, sometimes is really too much. But, and it, you get into the pity parties. You can't help it. You try not to stay there in the pity party. You don't want to stay there. Don't take up residence. Don't put up curtains. Okay. But thinking about, especially because it's springtime, and I'm like, my flowers and my plants and, the rock gardens that I want to build and all this other shit that I want to do with my house to maybe get it ready to sell, or at least get it ready to enjoy whilst I live in it. And then, the Wonderland garden and all this other stuff. And then the trying to get in shape and it gets a little bit discouraging and depressing for sure when you start thinking that way and not able to do what you'd like to do. And then the fucking cramps start up again. And yet, here I am, able to crash on my sister's couch. And my bills are still getting paid. And my kids are where they need to be. And I don't need to worry at this moment about any of that. And I can just focus on getting through each cramp. And that's an amazing, just very fortunate place to be. And I just want to acknowledge that, how incredibly lucky I am. Because sometimes when you're going through this kind of thing, or you live in a body that has just completely betrayed you, and your life isn't what you wanted it to be, and you're not da-da-da-da, and all that bullshit, But that is valid. It is valid. Okay, we all have feelings, and we had hopes and dreams that, maybe have crashed and burned. It's important in the midst of all of that, in the midst of the pity parties with the confetti, the balloons, and the parade, to also stop and take a moment and recognize the good stuff. And there is good stuff. And it is springtime, and it is beautiful outside. And I did get stuff done this weekend. And even this morning, I got laundry, a couple of loads of laundry done. I got a basket of towels folded and put away. I made my bed. I got my kids, everybody where they needed to go. I brushed my teeth. I washed my face. All that matters. And I am getting things done, and I got a lot done this weekend, and that was wonderful. And so one step at a time, I am getting things done that I want to do. And my life isn't exactly what I want it to be, and maybe it never will be. But that doesn't mean that it's not good and that I'm not incredibly fortunate. Now I'm going to rest for a minute. I had me a snack. And I'm sure I'll have to visit the bathroom again in like 15 minutes. Hopefully at least 15 minutes. That I can rest, because the cramps are coming back, and they're getting pretty strong. So I'm going to just rest. I'm going to breathe through this. And I'm going to listen to something funny. I'll find something funny. And I'm going to keep reminding myself how lucky I am.